cracking anything. I'm just waiting for you guys to jump in here. And I'll turn my camera on, so we're gonna wait a little bit, see who comes in, see what is cracking. It's cracking. Got two people on the pad. What is cracking? We got a lot to talk about today. I was gonna make a video on this topic, but I said, fuck it, why not go live and talk about it? You know what I mean? Yeah, man. What's cracking though, man? Hope everybody's enjoying their freedom, and I hope enjoying their time with their family and their friends at work. Man. So like 2 days ago, I got some really messed up news about the homie. But I'm gonna wait. You know, I was gonna make a video on it, but I said, you know what? I saw a bunch of different content creators touching on the homie's name, smutting him up because he got caught up in a bad situation. And now, I'm talking about Snoop 1312. I know him in real life. I know his family. I know his brothers. From you know, I know him in real life. They just say that, right? So when I see certain content creators touching on the homie's name and talking about he's gonna be, you know, just talking a whole bunch of nonsense, it's like, what's the whole purpose of degrading a man when he's down? You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the situation or however anybody feels, he does have an open case, you know, and people don't realize that. I don't know if they don't realize it or they just don't care. So it's like, you know, we gotta really watch what we talk about, what we post, and what we talk about on YouTube. What's this? Women, what's this? What's up, Machete? I know you know exactly who I'm talking about, bro. 1312. Like I said, man, I hope everybody's enjoying their. Yes, go get some quarter. You got it. Now, let me go pour them some drink for you guys. 2 seconds. All right, guys. So like I said, I actually know 1312 in real life, guys. He got caught up in a bad. Hey, much love to Tijuana. I used to go to Tijuana a lot, Revolucion. Right there, I used to go when I was back then when I was younger. But like I was saying, back to the topic, I seen a lot of videos on 1312, you know, and you know, it's a sad situation, man. To kick a homie when he's down, or to smut his name up when he's not there to defend himself. And I could tell you right now, the homie that I seen some it kind of upsetted me because like I said, I know 1312 in real life, and you know, it just bugged me to see content creators touching on his name and throwing smut on whatever he had going on, whatever he was, you know, whatever he had going on in his personal life, right? But I just feel like, you know, throwing smut on it is not the thing to do. I just think that people make mistakes, and the only way to learn in life is to make a mistake and to have to go through the trials and tribulations, and hopefully you make it out on the other side. You know what I'm saying? And in this case, my prayers go out to the homie and his family. Like I said, there's no signal right now at the homie's pad. Like there's absolutely no one's answering the phone, and I get it. But like I said, man, people, it's just YouTube. So like when videos are made about people and, you know, people feel a certain way, I get it, right? But if the homie's down and out, I just saw a bunch of videos and I was just like blown away by like the situation, you know, as it is. The situation's already like hella bad, you know what I'm saying? And just a mess up situation, homie. You know, it's a real life situation that unfortunately 1312 is hey, gracias MOD, shout out your channel too, my boy, you're doing it too. MOD Entertainment, shout out, man. You know, unfortunately, it's a youngster loss. You know what I mean? This youngster had talent. He had a lot of talent with computers. You know, he was really smart in the brain. And the reason why it hits me harder también is because, um, you know, like I said, there's an open case, and people are talking about it. And to me, it's like he had a little channel, you know what I mean? This ain't even about being a content creator. This is about knowing him in real life and seeing people that never even know him. Don't know only know him from YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Don't know him in real life, you know what I mean? But are mad about some YouTube drama beef. To me, that shit's petty, homie. It's petty. But everybody to each his own. I ain't knocking nobody. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Hey, gracias, Morty. I appreciate that, dog. And this is a serious, more like this is just something for the youngsters or whoever watches it. Say, I'm gonna leave it up because the homie just got popped. And I don't really want to elaborate too much on it. I just say he got popped. It's in the paper. It's all over the front page. If you want to go look it up for yourself, just go look up Apple Valley man arrested, and then you'll get the information from there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the one to keep on spreading it on YouTube. I was just touching on it because he's my boy in real life. I know his brothers in real life, and I actually used to live in his barrio. So, his brothers gave me the pass through their barrio in Mesa because at the time, I'm from Rivas, right? I'm from the IE. So, my jefa, she moved out there with her husband. My stepdad got out of prison. So, of course, they wanted him to do good. So, they moved to SD, right? They moved to Mesa, Oceanside, on the west side, right there by the Deep Valley, Mesa. So, I would go over there a lot, visit my jefa, right? And, I would get hit up a lot right there in Libby Lake Park. Libby Lake Park is the headquarters of Mesa. That's the headquarters where all the homies hang out right there on the little benches right there underneath the fucking little port. Like they're all the time, homie. And there's only two ways in the park. There's only two ways in, you know what I mean? And they're right in the middle. So, I go everywhere, homies. Hey, homies, clip this shit, all right? Clip this for anybody who says, oh, that food is blah, 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 blah. I go anywhere, homie. My 10 toes, they touch every single concrete. If you're in Southern California, my toes are touching them, G. I'm walking through. I'm coming through. No disrespect, all respect, all solidness, all love, right? That's how I come, homie. That's why I made it so far on YouTube. I'm on here genuine, homie. I'm for real. I ain't on here just talking nonsense, right? So back to the story. The moral of the story is that 1312's brothers, I would get banged on a lot right there in the park because I would take my two boys. As you guys know, I have two sons. And they have a lake, humongous ass lake, and they have ducks. So as kids, if you guys remember being a kid, you used to go feed the ducks with your dad, throw bread, right? Go throw bread. So I would take my kids right there, I would walk over there, and my half would be like, hey, don't go over there. There's always cholos, I'm like, I don't trip on that, mom. Like, I'm not even from right here. I shouldn't have no issues. If you're not from that barrio and you know how to present yourself, you know how to walk, you know how to talk, you know how to act, and respect. Respect is the number one thing. I don't know what happened to it. 2023, it seems like 2023, 2024, 2025 is going to get worse. Respect is no longer, it doesn't seem like it exists no more. You know what I'm saying? So back to the story. So I'll get banged on a lot, right? So his brothers, they got word of it, and they got at the little homies that were banging on me all the time. They're little youngsters, and they got put on blast. They got checked for that. And then 1312, when I saw him again, he tells me the whole story how it went down and shit. So that's why I always salute to him, because that was a real motherfucker. Like, he might not look all gangster. He's not a gangster. He's just his brothers are from the gang. Yeah, his brothers all involved and shit, but he's more of like, he grew up in the neighborhood, he grew up with the homies, he grew up around the homies, but he never became officially from the gang, you know what I'm saying? And the situation he's in right now, my boy's in high desert detention center, V1 tank. V1 tank is the gang module tank. You know what I mean? I feel for my G right now, homie. I feel for my dog, homie, straight up. And that's why I wanted to get on here. Like, I've been calling my family, like, all these, like, these last 2 days. I've been calling there, like, people that I care about, like, hey, I just want to chop it up with you, homie, because, you know what I mean? That shit hit me hard, you know what I mean? So, fucking, bro, that shit hit me hard, homie, and cause my cousin recently too, he caught a term, he caught 16 years, and he had less than the homie had right now, and the only reason I'm speaking on this shit, guys, because this shit already got put out there by other content creators that don't even know my boy, don't know my boy at all. All they know him is from YouTube and whatever drama they had on YouTube. But to me, it's like if a homie's down, pray for the homie. If you don't believe in that, then throw some good vibes the homie's way. You know what I mean? Like, because one day, remember this shit. One day we're all, hopefully it doesn't happen, but one day we might end up in a sticky situation, homie. You know what I mean? We might end up in somewhere where y'all already know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I'm with this shit. And I'm just on here talking some realness right now because, like I said, I was seeing a lot of videos on the homie's name. Some were positive. Shouts out to the positive ones. But the negative ones, homie, I got to speak up for the homie because these last 2 days, I'm going to keep it real. I've been feeling like, damn, should I make a video? But the homie has that. I've been analyzing all the aspects of the situation, homie. So that's why I'm not trying to elaborate on what is this, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to elaborate on this. If you're speaking negative on the homie, like, por favor, like, just kill it because it's just YouTube. It's not that serious. And obviously, the homie got popped. Okay, we know that. Remember, they got his phone. He has his YouTube connected to his phone. Just be smart. What you do, how you move, what you say, what you show, and how you show it. And I try to say this from day one, eh? You know what I mean? I don't care, eh? Like, you gotta really, be smarter, man. Yeah, I've been walking a fine rope in my chest. That's why I said I wanted to thank everybody and shit for coming on. I wanted to thank for right now for having my freedom, not having still, cause my boy right now he's in the gang module. And I know if you've been to the county, you've been to gang module, you already know what time it is. You know what I mean? And for someone who's like a resident, not really, like, he ain't really been through it. He has the baby face, young, you already know how it goes, right? You know what I mean? So, like I said, if anybody out there, has prayer, like they don't believe in, I'm not saying if you're not religious, hey, just good vibes Snoop's way, because you know what? He has a long journey ahead of him. And like I said, man, it makes me really sad that people, they would take advantage of it for views, like views don't pay much, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the homie's fighting for his life right now. So it's like, I just think that it's best that we just let it be, let it be. And the homie 1312 Snoop's World, if you want to go check him out on YouTube. 1312, I'm pretty sure you already know who he is. I know him in real life, like I said. That's the only reason I'm talking about this situation, and I'm not gonna elaborate more on it. But if you guys want to go over to the Apple Valley Press, type in Apple Valley Man Arrested. It's gonna be the very recent one, and you can read it. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna like elaborate on my channel because I it's sad, homie, because I was gonna give my boy a studio setup. Like, I have it right here in my closet. My boy's like, I'm gonna go get it. He kept telling me I'm gonna go get it. His last live, he told me, "Is it cool if I go get it this weekend?" And shit, homie, it's like, I really believe, YouTube had a lot to do with his downfall. Because when the gang task force is on you, I'm gonna say this: they know something about you, and that's all I'm gonna elaborate on. The real ones, they know what I'm saying. I don't need to go further. But if the gang task force is on your tail, yeah, you did something. You really, they know something. Exactly. You can't judge. Oh yeah, you can't judge nobody over social media. Remember, social media is entertainment. So, I mean, people act a certain way maybe because they want to get more views. But in reality, this shit is real life. YouTube's real life. Because when I go, I have almost 14,000 subscribers. And some of them are from my own city. So when I go to the store, I could be standing next to my subscriber and he don't even say nothing. You know what I mean? So that's why I always conduct myself like a man, and I always respect everybody, dog. I never try to disrespect nobody, homie, or get involved in, you know. And let's speak on this one too, guys. You guys want to see something? They just busted. They just today. They busted. I won't say that they busted a certain organization, and you know, they're coming down hard right now on fentanyl pills. They're coming down hard right now on all that crime type shit. So I mean, if anybody's really involved with that crime, you know, careful. You know, hey, you got to get your money how you get it. I ain't judging nobody. All I'm saying is be safe, be smart. At the end of the day, the loved ones are the ones that are gonna hurt, because they're gonna have to try to figure out how to get to the prison yard to go visit you to that visiting room. That means there's gas, motel money to get there. And if you're way up north and we're from down south, like most of us are, you're gonna be up in Corcoran, Tehachapi, Delano, maybe even farther. So, and if your family's not from a rich family or they don't have money like that, and you don't have a strong mind and a strong heart, boy. And right now is not the time to be in prison, guys. Let me tell you guys something right now. Right now is not the time to be locked up. There's just a lot going on, eh? You know, a lot going on. But if it happens, it happens, you know. It is what it is, you know. Yeah, I have to agree on that part, you know. Social media, I definitely have to agree on that part with Mike's World. If you haven't checked out Mike, check him out, though. You know, and I just saying, like, you know, gotta be careful what you do on social media, guys. You know, but yeah, so on to the next note. Let's talk a little bit about, like all this. I think if everybody's just stopped giving WACK 100 the clout if we just shut that fool. You know how we shut somebody up that it gets on your nerves, just annoys you, you just ignore them, man. You don't give them you let them talk. You don't acknowledge what they're saying. You don't acknowledge them in any way. That person gets no clout. No clout. They get no type of views. They get their name goes nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's so excited. Like there's a bunch of, you know, I grew up in an era where we used to fight. Okay, I was in school riots with so I can speak on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about these 2023 babies, 1999 babies, 1920, 2021, whatever it is. These recent kids, or no disrespect to nobody. I'm just speaking on my behalf, right? So when I grew up, early 2000s, late 1990s, we were getting down, straight up. We were getting jumped. We were getting down. We were getting everything was going down because there was a race war going on. And the ones that remember, they remember. High schools were like war zones, homie. Lunchtime, chairs were flying, sheriffs, everybody was getting hit. Harupa Valley, look it up. Harupa Valley, Riverside, California. Shit. It was notorious. So now when I see like comments flying back and forth, like all these crazy racial comments, I'm like, bro, you know, we already went through that war zone. We already fought each other so much at one point that why you think all of us, like Hispanics and my brothers, respect to all my African Americans, homie, shout out. I got a brother-in-law who's actually African American, homie. So, you know, I'm not racist, homie. Hey, you know, whatever, county prison, that's prison. That shit should stay where it's at. It should never come out to here, to the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like, real motherfuckers is no real game. Like Bozo. I salute to Bozo, homie. If you follow Bozo on Instagram, you saw what he said. You saw his post. Invest your energy in something better. Because when you go invest your money into the bank account, you can't invest that energy. You know what I'm saying? That shit right there was straight salute to Bozo. So it's like the real ones who really were out there getting down, black guys getting junk concussions, getting stabbed, getting shot, homies lost their lives. Salute to everybody. And this is real game right here. You can look it up. Rubidoux, California. A lot of people have lost their lives due to race wars. And I'm telling you guys, so all this like clubhouse, like, you know what clubhouse reminds me of? A party line. When I was 16, 13, 12 years old, staying up with the phone line that ran from the living room all the way to your room, talking and shit. You don't even know who you're talking to, and it looks more worse when it's a grown man on man. Like, whatever happened to the G code, homie, whatever happened to like presenting yourself right, conducting yourself right, taking care of your shit, taking care of your channel like it's your, like, homie, your channel represents you, represents your image, homie. So if you're on there, you fucking going off the hinges for some views on some racist shit, to me, it's like, bro, I don't understand it, dog. Because like I said, back then we were really getting down. Salute to all my brothers and all my essays. You know what I'm talking about. From the 1990s to the late 2000s, homie. It was cracking. And it started in the early 90s. It was really cracking. And for the ones that know, they know. You know what I mean? I'm an older cat. I look young. Hey, how old do you guys think I am, man? 'Cause, shit, I'm not a young cat. I'm telling you, I've been there, done all that shit. I'm still right here living in the same city where I grew up. You know what I mean? And it's like I said, I live next to brothers right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, my neighbors down the street right here next to my house, they're brothers and they're hella cool. You know what I mean? I see them in the morning. They say, top of the morning, salute, homie. Like, so like to have like all YouTube trying to divide us, that shit's petty, homie. It's just YouTube. It's like, yeah, yeah, fool. Thank you. I'm 36, so I'm on 37. My bad. I'm 37. Homie. Like, you know what I mean? But like I said, I just think it's crazy, man. Like, I don't want to make videos on it. Like, I've seen a lot of people touching on it, and maybe because the views are cool. Hey, you know what? But views are views, homie. You're gonna get them regardless whether you post a video or not. You post something stupid or not, you're gonna get a view, right? But I think we just have to be careful, like, because all that shit that's happening right now. Let's be honest, guys. It could start a real problem, eh? Like, if somebody would really like, because everybody who's talking about it ain't really. Let's be honest. No disrespect. Only one I think is the really, really with the business is really talking is Blue Devil. Shout out to Blue Devil. Salute to the homie Blue Devil. Hater world. Shout out to the homie. Salute my boy. A real one. Straight up. I salute the homie right there. That's a real one right there. Straight up. But everybody else's energy, I feel like it's just for clout. It's just for views. And I think we just need to be smarter because, talking about he said you're a burrito eater. He said blah, blah, Home Depot. That's something to be proud of, homie. Shit. I'm proud of that, homie. I'm proud of that. Now I don't smoke, homie. I drink Red Bull. I don't smoke dope. I feel up to thinking, but that's how I talk, homie, because I'm from the 90s, homie. That's how we talk. Spencer. But anyway, like I was saying, lost my chain of thought, homie. Spencer. Okay. Anyways, I just think that it's just crazy, homie, how something can really crack off from something so stupid for a view. This shit can crack off like it can start a whole back 1990, 2000 era over YouTube. I don't know, homie. That shit kind of crazy. You know what I mean? It ain't worth it. Yeah, I've been there doing that. I don't know, homie. Like, I don't I don't fuck around like that. I've been sober for a very long time. I'm a dad. I'm a parent. I'm a dad. Damn, homie. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. Like I said, guys, it's just a whole lot of drama, man. It doesn't need to be right now. I think if everybody just silenced and ignored WACK 100, he would have no way to fucking get his whatever he wants to say out. You know, it's like I think that's really important, man. We just knock him, like ignore him completely, and whatever he says, nobody posts it, nobody runs with it. I think that will kill that fool's career because he's living off of us right now. If you guys really analyze it, homeboy's living like not living, but he probably has mad feria, but his clout is off of the Hispanic culture right now. His clout is coming from the homies, the homies, straight up. So hey, it pisses me off that he talks about the culture, but you know what, guys, like it happens every day, So if we're gonna get mad at one person, then we gotta get mad at the whole burrito. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the saying. One bean jumps, the whole bean jumps. You know what I mean? And for the ones that know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, then it is what it is. It's a saying, and I'm not gonna say where it comes from. But one bean jumps. You mess with one bean, you mess with the whole burrito, my boy. Basically. So it's like I just think that if we just ignore that vato, period. Because like I said, I'm from an era of 1990, early 2000s. My cousin got shot in 2000, 2002. My cousin got shot. You know what I mean? Exactly, Chapo Guzman. He's a lame, homie. That's why I don't even try to even fucking post him on my channel. Nothing. I don't try to fuck with that shit because I shouldn't be cussing. My bad, guys. I shouldn't even be like, like I said, it upsets me. That's why I got on live because it's been bugging me for a couple of days. And then, what happened to the homie made me feel like, damn, homie, but I just think if all of us, everybody, not just Hispanic cultures, I'm talking about everybody, just ignored WACK 100 at one time. Just said, I don't hear that fool. That fool's career would go to zero. Like I said, he's living off of his clout is off of the Hispanics right now, and it's been because we got one of the biggest platforms going at him, American Cholo. So he's loving it, and then we had that interview, that phone call with Swift. That was hella weak, homie. That's a bad representative for our culture. There should have been more things said, a little bit more stern voice, demanding answers, homie, demanding respect. It was more like, I know you, you know me. I go to the studio with you, dog. We're cool, like, nah, homie, like, if you're going to be a representative, homie, you got to stand tall, fool. You got to stand tall and stand firm, homie, and put your fist down with the iron fucking fist, you know what I mean? If you're going to represent, if you're going to be like, if you're going to get on live and be like, I'm going to get at this vato, So if he said, I'm going to get at this vato and tell him why is he talking about our people, right? I'm only talking about this because, I just think, like, wish that should have never happened. Because now this vato has more clout. Because now if you go on the internet, all you see is fucking WACK 100 on your feed now. Now the vato's at home like this. These Mexicans. He gets the last laugh, homie. We don't. So like I said, man, the way we're gonna win this month, the way we're gonna win this war, because we already fought with these, homie. We already fought with these. We already fought with these. Fucking homies already lost their lives because of the race war we had. And rest in peace to every side that lost their life. Everybody, man, it was a sad situation and a very, very sad time. And if you go from that time of Arab that I'm from to this Arab, now we got no disrespect to the brothers. No disrespect, but I'm gonna point out some real facts right now. And this ain't racial. Back in my days, it was a Hispanic only gang, right? Now, and I remember back in my days, there was one neighborhood, and I'm not gonna say what neighborhood it was. And I'm pretty sure if vatos are from the streets, they know who I'm talking about. And I'm not gonna name the neighborhood because that's not my get down here. There was one barrio back then in the 1990s, early 2000s. Big barrio. And they were jumping in blacks. No disrespect to my brothers. No disrespect. This is just a story, guys. And it wasn't like that back then, right? So, and just because we were having a race war, there was a race war coming down from a certain, level. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna say. And it was what it was. It was kick it off. And if you were going to school in the 90s, early 2000s, or you were locked up, you know what I'm talking about. Kick it off, homie. Kick it off. Kick it off. Kick it off. You know what I mean? As soon as you come out, kick it off. So it was like that, homie. We were getting going at everybody's streets, neighborhoods, but people were losing their lives over the racial war. So now we have people that are kicking it with, brothers Mexicans eating together at the taco stand, doing YouTube together, kicking back at the bar together, going to dinner, family functions together, barbecues. And then we get somebody like WACK 100 who has a little bit of clout and a big following. I mean, if you ask me. So anyways, and then he comes along and he tries to bust that old school talk. That was old school talk, eh? He was talking like he was back in the late 90s, early 2000s, because that's how they would disrespect us. That's exactly how they would disrespect the homies in school or wherever you were, and we would get off, homie. And the ones that know, they know what I'm talking about. So now that he's doing it when everybody's already, like kind of trying to see eye to eye versus, and now he's coming in with that agenda like, you're this and you're that, you're this and you're that. And then more, it looks even worse on the homie, on not the homie, Spencer. It looks more worse on WACK 100 because he was talking to a female, homie. He wasn't even talking to a dude. He was disrespecting a female. I don't know, homie. In my culture, we don't allow that. Shit's not allowed, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's allowed in anybody's culture, honestly. That shit is crazy. To me, I don't mess with Clubhouse. To me, it's a bunch of people just yelling at each other. I can't stand all that. To me, that reminds me of the party line back then when I was young, back in the early 2000s, late 1990s. You know what I mean? But hey, guys, man, like I said, man, if you guys are out here right now, enjoy your family, enjoy your freedom, enjoy your loved ones. Just remember, man, we're already going into another year. You know what I mean? Things are gonna get worse, man. But remember where we came from and where we are now. So when we get cats like WACK 100 on here yapping his mascara, talking all this nonsense about us, our culture, we need to remember that we came from a war zone already when there was an actual racial war to actually trying to see eye to eye. So I think that's really important, to ignore that fool and just see it like that. Oh, baby? Yeah, baby. But anyways, guys, I'm glad I got that off my chest. I know it was like off topic, but you know what, man? I just thought that needed to be said. I didn't want to make a video about it. I just thought I would address it on the live one time and just let it go after that. Because I don't need to make a video on my channel to certify that I'm Brasa. You know what I mean? To certify that I'm for the people. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do all that. You know what I mean? Because believe me, I love my culture. You know what I mean? I love my culture to the fullest extent. I rock with my people. Like I said, man, free 1312. Yeah, man, that's my boy right there, man. Free 1312. He's going through a hard time right now, man. If you ever been busted, even for a little bit, and you've been to the gang tank, the gang module, you know what it is right now. And if you're a youngster with a baby face like him, skinny little vato, my prayers go out to the homie. I'm going to email him. If you guys want his information, drop a 1. I'll post it in my community page. I have his booking. I have everything. I have all the homies' information. I'm going to email the homie. But all I say is that we most likely we won't see 1312. Man, I don't want to say it, but most likely for a pretty long time, man. Maybe never ever again, guys. So, like I said, it hits my heart hard because I know his family in real life. I know his brothers. His brothers gave me a pass through the radio. I know them. You know what I mean? On top of that, my cousin, he's doing 16 years right now, and he's on the main line in bloody Beaumont. So it hits me hard. You know what I'm saying? So I hate to see a young life thrown away with so much potential. You know, he had a lot of computer skills. You know, and but like I said, sometimes we have to learn from our mistakes, and the only way to learn is to go through it, my boys. Yeah, yeah. His brothers gave me a pass for Mesa. I know all them homies, dog. I know. I used to live with one of the homies too. I'm not gonna say his name because he's probably, he don't, I don't like to say the homies' names on here, but yeah, I used to live with one of the homies from Mesa too. We used to have a little pad together, and we lived together for a little minute, homie. So shout out to everybody in Mesa, Oceanside. Prayers to Snoop and his familia. It's sad, homie, because Snoop was the last one to not be in the pinta, to not be involved, in gang activities, right? And that's all I'm going to say on that one. Unfortunately, things things change, circumstances change, and people's lives direct in different directions, guys. So, the moral of the story is just be thankful for what you have right now. Yeah, if you don't have much, hey, some people are fighting for their freedom right now, like the homie is, right? So, you know, shout out to everybody out there, man. Stay safe and stay positive, man. I'm giving a fuck free mic. Hey, go work for the money, Don't get caught up in a bad situation because right now they're really cracking down on that. The gang task force, they're really hot. Everybody, it's really hot right now. Really, really bad. So that's all I was trying to say. Like, we got to watch what we post, what we talk about, you know what I mean? I'm glad my channel is not a prison channel, guys. That makes me proud. That I bring a lot of, I say it brings me a lot of joy and a lot. It makes me happy to know that I don't have a prison channel and my channel is blown up and it's not prison content. And I did have one time I had a homie get at me. I'm not gonna say who he is, but he's somebody, and it was a video that he posted. I just clipped it, and I guess he said some things he shouldn't have. It got all through the internet, but he got at me because he knows that he asked me. I said Simon, and that's how it should be. You know what I mean? Damn, fuck, man, that's fucked up, bro. Damn. And another thing I want to elaborate on, I lost family members to fentanyl, so I mean, it hits hard in a lot of different ways, man. You know, um, drugs are bad right now, man. So be careful. You don't never know what you're consuming. It could be something small, and it could be that fast to take you out. You know what I mean? And I've seen it happen recently, two times already. I've had experience it two times already. Um, so it's not easy, man. It's definitely not easy to lose family to any kind of substance or anything like that. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to get back in the algorithm. I've been slacking a lot, man. Damn, that shit's crazy, man. That shit's fucking crazy. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Fuck, right now, fentanyl is like the new thing, man. It's the new drug right now. Everybody's happy on it because it's cheap and it gets you high, whatever it is. I don't know. What that shit's crazy. That's dangerous to go too. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna get out of here though. About 40 minutes. I got 4 people in here. I gotta start going live more. I try not to though, cause you guys seen what happened. Not to be funny, but I mean, I really believe that social media had a lot to do with, the downfall of the homie. Just by the report that I read, I already knew that. I mean, this shit stemmed from something different. For one, they don't just single you out like that. The gang unit is not gonna just, you pull out, get down the street, boom. It doesn't really happen like that unless you're known to do something or you're a known gang member. That's different because I experienced that shit a lot, you know. But I just think that social media really, really, really right now, the feds, the cop, whoever, they're really cracking down on it. You know what I mean? Um, it's just crazy. Libby Lake Park, yeah, and I started, yeah. I used to go to. I was telling the homies right now. Um, well, I was there. I was living in Mesa when the teenage, the hyena, and they smoked the hyena. The Deep Valley smoked the hyena and the youngster. I was there, homie. I was at my aunt's pad when that happened. Fucking down the street from there, hey, that shit was fucking sad situation, my boy. Mistaken identity, you know what I mean? Accidentally killed some kids. Hey, but you know, damn, homie. Hey, Mesa's notorious. Shit, Mesa is notorious. The streets are small. Literally, like when the cars are parked on the fucking street, excuse me, guys, on both sides. And Mesa, it's like you have to go slow because you're like literally like you feel like you're gonna hit one of the cars. That's how small the streets are. The only good thing about Mesa is it like the backyards connect, right? Like this, you know how your backyard connects to your neighbors, but it's like this, right? Well, in Mesa, it has a gutter where you could just go through. Like it's a trip, eh? There's a lot of ways to get away right there. Yeah, I used to go to Libby Lake Park a lot, man. Shout out to Snoop though, man. I hope he's doing all right. You know, he's probably sleeping right about now because he's in the gang tank. I really looked the homie up. He's in High Desert Detention B1. It's the gang module. Of course, he's gonna be there due to his charges. It doesn't matter if it's his first time, his last time. I mean, he's gonna be there for a while. Let's go lay down. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. You guys have a good night, man. Stay safe. Enjoy your family. Love your loved ones. And
I'll say best to survive.
and you know, hey, remember, guys, life's precious. Your freedom is very precious. Enjoy it. Take care of it. Because one wrong slip, it could end your life, and you could be fighting for your freedom, right? And you don't want to end up in that situation because sometimes people are not built for that situation, and they don't know what's coming next, right? But my prayers go out to Snoop and his family. Everybody out there, hit the like button. See you guys on the next one. I'm gone.